Hey guys, it's Jacqueline and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. In today's video, we are building a suburban-ish family home. So we're in Brindleton Bay right now. This is like I don't know, I think it's like technically the downtown area in the original save, but I am building in Simlessly's save file right now, and she has it set as like basically just another residential neighborhood. So obviously I'm building a house here, and this is for a family that I'm playing for the Family Dynamics Challenge right now because I'm really bored, and that's why I'm actually doing gameplay, because we're all in quarantine and it's a rough time, but I am getting through it with The Sims and stuff. So yeah, anyway, basically this house is very expensive, which is unfortunate for me because I needed it to be cheaper because I have to move in my Sims family here, and I think they have about like 80,000 simoleons saved up at this point. I mean, if you count like selling the furniture that they already have, but yeah, I think this ends up being around 120,000, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take some stuff out of it, I think, to move my Sims in, but I don't know. I don't think that people like pay that much attention to how much stuff costs when they download it on the gallery, so hopefully it's not a problem for anybody that gets this house. But regardless, right now we're just working on the outside, and it takes a while to come together, but I promise it looks nice when it does. I don't really know the vibe that I was going for. I was just kind of trying to fit the Brindleton Bay like aesthetic, because I have a tendency whenever I build here to like make it look sort of like it would, well, I don't know. Whenever I build in like either in Brindleton Bay or Willow Creek or Newcrest, I always kind of go for like a craftsman suburban type of style, and it really bothers me because like, yeah, that style is nice, but I do it all the time, you know? So I kind of need to learn how to do something different, I guess. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm just trying to fit that style better. I don't know, I think it kind of works with like the what do you call it, I don't know, the siding that I have on the roof bits and like the part that's set into the roof as well, but I don't know, it's just, the whole thing is kind of weird. So hopefully you guys do think that it fits the aesthetic properly, because I do like the way that it turns out though, so I think it'll still be fun to play in and stuff, so that's really all that matters in the end. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're okay. I just had a freak out because I realized that I'm not a hoarder, which sounds weird, but my sister, okay, so basically, I mentioned this, but I'm like trying to redecorate, quote unquote, redecorate my room right now, and my sister has a great room. It's very cluttered and cute and stuff because she's her and I'm me, and I was just in it right now talking to her, and I was like, Lizzie, I need more stuff for my room. Like, what do I do? Where did you get all your stuff? And then she went through and walked me through all of the stuff that she has in her entire room, which is like a lot of stuff. And she's basically just been gathering everything that anybody has ever given her for her entire life. It's very infuriating to me because I didn't do that. So now I don't have a bunch of stuff. I'm like, it's frustrating because she just, I don't know where you get all that clutter from, you know? So I want it, basically, is the issue that we're facing today. Because, I don't know, the vibe that I'm going for is like not minimalistic at all, you know? I just want, I want it to look lived in, I guess you could say, to say the least. And I'm struggling because I just like, I don't keep stuff, you know? If there's not a technical purpose for it, I just kind of get rid of it. And now I don't have anything to make my room look lived in. So it's unfortunate, but I'll get through it, you know? This is a low point in my life, then I guess it's going pretty well. But anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at. And also, I have a story that I forgot to tell. I forgot to tell in my last video, which I felt really dumb about afterwards, because it literally, like, the entire time I was thinking about filming the video, like, while I was building the apartment and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I just want to tell this story during the voiceover, you know, and I forgot, so that was really unfortunate, but I will tell it now. So basically, what happened, it's very embarrassing, just so you know, basically, is that, since I was little, I've collected these like Beanie Boos, which I guess this sounds counterintuitive because I was just talking about how I'm not a hoarder, but now I'm disclosing that I am in fact, but only with the Beanie Boos, okay? So they're basically like these little stuffed animal things, and they just sold them in a lot of places around where I live when I was a kid, so I have like a lot of them, and I keep them in a basket in my closet, okay? And while I was working on cleaning my room, I found these Beanie Boos, okay, and I thought they were cute, so I took a video of myself holding them, and like, I was just kind of making weird faces and stuff, and I put this video on my private story on Snapchat for like my 6 friends, okay, my 6 friends, quote unquote, but they're like the people that I would show an embarrassing video of myself to, you know? So that's where I put the video. And then guess what happened? Snapchat glitched out, as it does, because that's just exactly what I need in my life, you know? And then it went to my main story. So like a bunch of people that I don't really know saw that video, and I didn't even realize it because it didn't show that it was on my main story. It showed that it was on my private story. And if you're not familiar with Snapchat, basically you can like set things so that only certain people can see them. So yeah, I thought that it was on my private story. It turned out to be on my main story. And then I was like, oh my god, why are people, like random people, responding to this? Because they were like people that I was friendly with, but like I wouldn't consider close, like I wouldn't want them to watch that video, you know? So yeah, random people were responding to it, and they were like, oh, this is so cute, like OMG. And I was like, why can you see this? What is going on here? And I was texting one of my friends about it, and we were texting about something different, but I like mentioned it in conversation. I was like, I think Snapchat is sending this video of me to random people. And then she was like, hang on, let me go check, like, to see if it's on your private story or like what happened. And then she was like, it's on your main story. And I was like, excuse you? This is not, no, I think you're wrong, check again. And then it was on my main story, so yeah, that was upsetting. I don't know, it's not as embarrassing now, but like, I felt so exposed. I was like, oh my god, these random people, okay, because these people that like, my classmates and stuff saw me like geeking out over beanie boots, and like, obviously I wasn't being serious about it. I wasn't like, oh my god, these things are so cool, like, I say that like that would be embarrassing or something. Here I am talking about it on my Sims YouTube channel, but like, okay. But the thing is that like, I don't know who saw the video. Like, for all I know, random people that like hate me, my like people that I used to be friends with, whoever, people could have seen the video, and it's very upsetting to me because like, it's rough. And how can Snapchat just do that? How can they just like accidentally post something to your main story and then not show you, and then like, can I sue them or something? You know, I mean, obviously I can't sue them, I'm not going to, because that would be ridiculous. But like, and now I'm stressed to post anything ever again, because what if it accidentally goes to my main story, and then it's not something adorable, and then nobody like swipes up and says, OMG, this is adorable, and then I'm like, well, and then I don't know, and then it's up for 24 hours, and I only kept that video up for like 20 minutes, but I think usually within the first 20 minutes, there's like at least 20 to 40 people probably that see my story, and it's probably pretty high in terms of numbers now because we're all quarantined, so everyone's on their phone all the time. So basically it's just really embarrassing, and I'm very embarrassed for myself. And yeah, and then since I couldn't see the video, like I couldn't see that it was on my main story, I had no way of deleting it from my main story, so then I naturally just deleted my account like anybody would, right? Normal reactions to that, I think. But it's fine, because the way the Snapchat works, when you like delete your account, you can reactivate it within like 30 days, I think. I don't know, but I'm not a social media person in general, and I would not class this as an experience that like really boosted that, really, because like, okay, listen, my Instagram has been deactivated for like a year and a half, okay? I just like have not had it up because it just freaks me out with like the pictures and the like existence and the online, and it's constantly there, and then you have to like upload pictures where you look good, and I don't look very good in pictures. Like, I'm not a very photogenic person, you know? So Instagram is just not for me, clearly. But like Snapchat, I was kind of okay with, and now I'm just scared to use it. So that's fun. I don't know, but then I'm also like tempted to use it because like obviously I'm not talking to anybody. I mean, I'm like talking to my friends and stuff, you know, but like whenever I have a random thought, I can't just say it out loud to somebody because like nobody is there, because we're all alone, and social distancing and whatnot. I don't know. Sorry, I feel like I just spend most of these videos talking about Corona, but that's what's going on in my life right now. So yeah, anyways, we start online school tomorrow, so that's cool. I don't know, everything is just like really weird right now. Like, it's not an experience that anybody's really had before, so it's gonna be different for like students, obviously, but it's also gonna be different for teachers. I'm kind of scared because like, what if they teach us stuff and then like obviously there's a chance that they'll like not teach it well, and it won't be their fault. Like, it's just because they've never taught it that way before, so they don't have any practice with it. But then we get tested on it, and then nobody knows anything, you know? That would be really unfortunate. But like, I don't know, they said there's gonna be no assessments like during the actual they're calling it remote learning period. They said there won't be any assessments during that, so that's good. But like, I don't know, because then Gavin Newsom, governor of California, said that like schools aren't probably going to go back to school. Like, we're probably not going to go back at all this semester. So like, what's the plan? Is my final grade just my grade for the rest? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I'm sure they'll like do something for finals at least, like at the very least, because like it's not really fair if you thought you were gonna have an entire semester to raise your grades and then suddenly you don't anymore. But like the whole thing is just wild, and I feel like I'm a sophomore, so I kind of got off easy, but like the juniors and the seniors, they're gonna have a rough time because like, I don't know, if everything continues the way it's going, then the seniors are probably gonna have their like graduations canceled. They already had the proms for juniors and seniors canceled, which was really sad for them too. And then like the juniors have the SATs and the ACTs and everything, and all that stuff got canceled, which like at first it seemed kind of dumb because it was like, it's the same kids that are in school every day and you're telling them that they can't go to this test thing that's like, it's literally the same exact context as school, but since obviously we're not going to school now, I guess it makes more sense for them to have canceled all of those tests. But like, what, online testing, it's not, you know. And then like athletes, because I don't know, because for softball they said that we were still gonna get like sports credits for it, because we did do like a small insignificant portion of a season before everything got canceled. But like, are they really, like, I don't think it's fair for them to give us sports credits considering what we actually did, but like also it's not fair to not give us them because then we might not have time to make them up before we graduate and stuff, and it's all just crazy and ridiculous. And I don't know, I don't know, but I'm not really that bored anymore. I feel like I've kind of gotten around the boredom thing at this point, and now honestly I'm just kind of sad that we have schoolwork to do. I mean, I'm excited to like get back into school stuff because like I really like the learning element of it, but there's certain things like these programs that we have to use that are like, I'm pretty sure we have to like basically group FaceTime our classes, which stresses me out because I just don't want to do that. Like, okay, picture this, okay? You're just like sitting there in front of your computer camera and there's like 30 other faces on your screen, and you don't know, somebody could be like staring at you while you're making an ugly face or something, and you wouldn't know because in real life you could look and see if the other person's head was like turned towards you, if their eyes were looking at you, but you can't tell when you're all on a video conference call, and so stressful. And then like teachers are paying more attention to you too, and it's just all stressful and crazy, and I'm very stressed about it if I hadn't made that clear already. But like, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure it'll be like fine once we just get it figured out, but obviously it's all different than what we usually do, so that's yeah, not gonna be great. But I don't know, I just feel like it's all very apocalyptic and strange, and like also it's raining in California, which never happens where I live, so that's wild too. It's just adding to the atmosphere of like, hello, this is stuff that does not usually happen in your everyday life, and now it is happening. But anyway, I'll talk about the build now because I'm kind of running out of steam with ranting about my own life, because that's the thing, okay? Everything is just so uneventful now. Like, my entire life, so boring, and I don't know. I have 13 more minutes of voiceover to fill, or probably less than that actually, because we have screenshots in there too. But anyway, I went for like a really warm look in this house because, like I said, it is for my family dynamics challenge family, and I don't know, that's kind of just the vibe that I get from them. The generation is supposed to be like white picket fence, so it's supposed to be like really typical classic family home look and stuff like that. Like the vibes are very I don't know, like a mom, a dad, and 2 kids type of thing, like very typical family and classic everything, I guess, which is basically what we're going for here. Your founder sim is supposed to be the one that's like cooking is their life and like they love to garden and stuff, so my sim is like really into all of that stuff. And then since she married, he's like a fitness trainer / journalist, so I don't know, I felt like that was a good like American dream type of family, you know? I don't know if that's kind of ridiculous or not, but yeah, so that's the kind of like family that lives here. And then once we get on into the toddler room and the nursery, you'll see that those are furnished actually because I did build I built a whole other house that was like originally going to be for this family, but then I decided that it didn't feel right for me, like for the family that I was imagining it for. It was just a little too fancy and stuff, so I decided to build them another house, which is how they ended up with this one. But I already furnished rooms for the toddler and the baby that the family has, so those rooms, I basically just like use the same exact furniture from those rooms in this house. So if those rooms look familiar to you, if you watched that video, I believe it was the perfect family home video. If you watched that one, that's probably why those rooms look really familiar to you. So I'm sorry if that bothers anybody, but like, you know, it's fine. All of my rooms look the same anyway. But I don't know, it was kind of bothering me at first. I felt like I was using very similar furniture in this one to that house, but like, the vibes are right, you know? This is the kind of house that I feel like this family would like. And by the way, this living room, I know it's kind of a disaster right now. It took me a while to like figure out where I was going with it exactly, but I promised we get there in the end, and I think it looks really nice. I did try to use like a lot of warm colors all over this build, so like a lot of dark purples and so like creams and reds and yellows and stuff, which is kind of like the opposite of what they have in their starter home right now, the family that this house is for, because right now their starter home is very like blue and there's a lot of cool colors and stuff. I just thought it was nice and kind of like symbolize they're moving on or whatever. They're moving on from one house to another house that they cannot afford. I don't really know how I'm gonna get them to move into this one. I don't know, I guess I'll just have to take out a lot of the like clutter and stuff and sort of add it in as they accumulate more wealth, because like, yeah, I don't know. The thing is they're both like pretty high up in their job positions, but they are young adults, so like they just haven't been working for that long to have earned a lot of money. But I don't know, it's like very easy to get a lot of money in The Sims, you know, so I think it'll be fine, whatever happens. And maybe I'll just make them live in their tiny starter house for a little while. But the thing is, they haven't technically had their second baby yet. They're still, like, they have the first one. Their toddler is living in his room by himself, and then they have their own room, and then, like, I don't know where they would put another bassinet, like, I guess just in the middle of the living room. But, yeah. I don't know, but I could have them just live there for a little while longer and try to get all of the money to move into this house. I did do some stuff, like in the kitchen. I used a lot of really expensive appliances because the founder is supposed to be like really into cooking and stuff, like they're in the culinary career. So, like I might have to switch those out, but since she is in the culinary career and she's like got a lot of promotions, she won all of that, not won, earned, I guess. Like she got rewarded with all of those types of appliances, so I think I might just take them out of this house and then keep the ones that she had, like put them in the household inventory so that they can move with them and stuff. I don't know, I'm sure the taxes on this house will be a lot too, so it's all kind of problematic, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, this is the room that I was talking about that's gonna look really similar to the room that I already built. It's basically literally the exact same furniture, but I think that room is really cute, and yeah, it's green because, well, not because inherently, but the personality of this sim is supposed to be like, at least when they grow up, they're supposed to be like a geek and really into computer games and stuff like that, and like they meet their spouse at GeekCon and all these cute things. That's actually really what drew me to this challenge, is like I feel like the characters are very cute, and all of the concepts, I guess, behind the characters are very adorable. That was a random word to use, but like I just think it'll be a fun challenge to do. So you'll probably see me building more houses for it as I progress through it, assuming I actually do, because I always play on the long lifespan, and that takes a while. If you ever played like Sims on the long lifespan, it takes a very long time for the Sims to age up. I don't really do like generational gameplay that much, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm very excited. And then yeah, that Sim is also supposed to like end up living in the basement, so that's why there is a basement in this build, by the way, because I don't usually use basements. I just feel like they're strange, they give me weird vibes. But I put a basement in this one for the purpose of the challenge, because the Sim is supposed to, the toddler Sim currently is supposed to end up growing up, and they live in their parents' basement until both of the parents die, and then they finally move out of their childhood home. So yeah, obviously there needs to be a basement for that, but it's kind of tiny, so I might have to expand it. But the nursery that we're working on right now is, I don't know, it's kind of pinky and like yellowy, which at first I was questioning myself, because like I said, that baby hasn't been born yet, so like, I don't know, I feel like the furnishing is more traditionally feminine, but also, like, who cares about gender stereotypes, you know? The baby can have a pink room if the baby likes the pink room. So, doesn't really matter, and I think the pink room is cute, so we're keeping it, basically. And also those cupcake pictures, by the way, they're so adorable. I love them. The cupcake pictures that I had over the dresser, those are from Tiny Living stuff. It's the same painting that has the swatches of, like, the leaves and stuff, but it's so nice, and I love it. And I would marry that. I'm kidding, I wouldn't marry the painting. I wouldn't marry the painting, don't worry, but, like, would I? Maybe, because it's a really good painting. And like, I just love stuff like that when the Sims team gives us stuff where it's like it's one thing, but then you look through it and there's a lot of different ways that you can use it. They do that also with posters, like the ones from Strangerville and the ones from Cool Kitchen stuff. I just really like stuff like that because I feel like it makes the object very versatile, and like there's a lot of ways that you can use it. But anyway, now we're doing the basement. After we save, we're just gonna take forever because saving in my game is just an impossible thing for some reason. And I had tile like in the entryway to the basement, which I kind of felt weird about. It's the same tile that I use in the bathroom and the kitchen. In the bathrooms, there's multiple of them. But I think that's a thing that I've seen in real life. Like in real life, when people have basements, they have like, well, sometimes, not always, but sometimes they have the tile. Ooh, sorry. I feel like my voice is very weird today. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you don't mind that much. But yeah, I feel like they have tile sometimes in like the stairwell area and stuff, and then I thought it worked well because it leads into this little area where there is the laundry and also the bathroom. So yeah, this is what is going to end up being the Sims bedroom when I move that Sim in here eventually. But yeah, this generation is supposed to have 3 to 4 siblings, so I'm planning on doing 4. And since there's like 3 kids' bedrooms upstairs, I feel like that'll work well. So when the last sibling gets born, probably the oldest kid, because I'm assuming they'll be like a teen or something, will be moved down here because they're like the oldest ones, so they're probably the most fit to live by themselves and like have the bathroom next to them and stuff. So yeah, that is the plan. But anyway, I don't know. Like I said, basements give me weird vibes, and I feel like the furnishing for this was just very, very strange. Those cabinets, by the way, I feel like they kind of look dated. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it because that was sort of what I was going for in this build with like the paneling as well and all that stuff. But the basement is definitely weird, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like basements in real life are that place where people put everything that doesn't really go, you know, that's not really like, doesn't fit necessarily with what they usually have or what they have upstairs and stuff. So that's why I have the treadmill down here too, because I don't know, my Sims need to exercise. Yeah, because they used to go to the gym a lot. They no longer do because that family life really do be busy. So yeah, anywho, that was the thing that I regretted. Now we're working on the backyard, and of the room that I just placed, by the way, that is for the yellow, I think it's a hydrangea. I don't know that much about plants, but I think in the game they call it a hydrangea, maybe. Either way, that thing is only in the debug menu, which is weird because they have that plant, like that exact plant, except they don't have the one with the yellow buds on it. They have ones with like white and then this like indigo color and purple, I think, possibly pink. But then if you go to the debug menu, using the show live edit objects cheat, then you can get a debug plant that is the exact same, except it has other colors, and I really like that. So I think that plant is just really cute, and it just went well with the landscaping for this. So I ended up saving a room of it, which is what I put down, obviously, just so that I didn't have to scroll through the menu every time I wanted to get to one. And yeah, I don't know, I think the landscaping in this build, I still feel like maybe it should be better because this Sim is supposed to be a gardener. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, the Founders 2 things are supposed to be like, they love gardening and they love cooking. So, I don't know, I kind of felt like the landscaping should be better because of that, but I feel like it's cute. It's just a little overgrown maybe, which is probably fine. Like, if the Sim that lives here, that gardens, likes to like, they like to have a nice landscaped garden, but like they like it to be sort of lush and overgrown, and then they have their like actual plants in the greenhouse that I'm building right now, and then also the like that little area that I have fenced off in the backyard. Also, I was imagining that was an orchard, or it will be once I get my Sim moved in and transfer her trees over and stuff. And also I'm supposed to grow a cow plant at some point. We'll see how that goes because I don't do that. I've never grown a cow plant before, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I might have to like take one off the gallery and place it to fulfill the challenge, but I don't think that's how you're actually supposed to do it. So if anybody has grown a cow plant before, yeah, let me know. Anyway, that is it pretty much. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you like this house and want to play in it, it will be on the gallery. My origin ID is in the description. If you like this video and want to let me know, you can click the like and comment. Click the like. I don't usually say that, do I? You can leave a like and comment, and you can subscribe and click the bell for notifications if you want to see more videos by me and get notified every single time that I upload a video. That is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Bye.